Beautiful. Oh my god, it's a squad draft too. Okay, this is EMP Finland P6, a new version of the prototype name Finland. It's a large-scale commander map, classic map. It has seen some changes compared to P5. Most importantly, this is the middle now. It has some variation in height, some cover, and breakable brushes that are there because why not? I mean, they are not textured because why texture them? There are also these alternative infantry only, although technically you could probably fit a jeep in there. Approaches into the middle refinery node, which is now more exposed. You can quite easily snipe it from the lower lane of the map. These gray depth texture things are breakable. It takes 3 tanks, quite a bit of firepower, several minutes of firing to break them, but they are breakable. And the northwest has seen some changes as well. I have added this little thing that blocks passage. For the most part, if you're really desperate, you can still fit a tank or APC through the water, I guess. There's some trees, some texture variation. The mini-map is a little better. It still doesn't show the refineries, resource nodes, but they are still in the same places. There's 2 in each main base. One here, one here, one here, one here. There's 2 in the northwest. There is 1 in the middle, where we saw this gray thingy. There's 1 in the south, 1 in the east, and 1 in the southeast. They open at different times. So, the main base refineries and the ones in the south and in the east are open from the get-go. They're enabled. You can place refineries there from the start. The one in southeast, it becomes enabled 5 minutes after the commander vote ends. So there's some time to actually play around the point instead of focusing entirely on it. This one, once the brush is broken, is enabled after 10 minutes. And the 2 resource nodes in the northwest are enabled after 15 minutes. I didn't pay any attention to chat, so I assume they know what they're talking about. Let's see the teams. Okay, it's a 15 versus 15-ish. Looks like Volkenstorm commands NF, Zayam commands BE. Judging by the teams, big advantage to BE, but we will see how it plays out because there are definitely swingy players in NF. A couple more players are going to join, fill out Northern Faction soon enough. Or more are going to quit. Why not? Great. Cool. This map might end because imbalance. There you go. New rest nodes will activate after 5, 10, 15 minutes. We shall see how they do. Okay, the first players are walking out, kind of looking at NF. It looks like NF is AFK even. This is atrocious for them. Okay, it looks like there's a squad heading to the lower lane and then a couple people heading out into the other directions. BE are split a little bit more evenly, with the biggest force heading into, well, middle for now, and a couple people going south, a couple people going north. We will see if they remember where the rest nodes are. I don't know. I have eyeballed the resource incomes, and the most important part of the test is probably is to see if the refineries output enough. Okay, first people are getting into middle. It looks like both teams remembered about their outlying refineries, so that is cool. We'll see if they can make any plays over here. And, ooh, that's a nice placement. I didn't actually check for this one, which is my B. Okay, that's a good barracks placement for BE. Looks like NF is a little worse off, but I'm sure a tank can still squeeze through over here, so it's not too bad. First shots being exchanged. So I should probably drop some walls to get proper foothold on the high ground. It might spiral out of control for them really quickly. if... Yep, BE have the control here now. There's a sketchy push for NF to actually make progress. In the meantime, a couple people are just poised to look over the swamp, and NF has, for now, claimed the resource node area in the southeast. But this is going to change rapidly because of that hotel 3 to barracks that BE has. NF do not have a barracks right now, so they are going to be hard pressed to actually maintain this position, particularly because they got quite outflanked. Okay, BE has control over southeast right now. Even if they lose that barracks, it's served its purpose already. In the meantime, NF is pushing mid though. We'll see how that plays out. Okay, yeah, they have an excellent angle on that barracks now. They can break it fast enough. Looks like the BE has better infrastructure for later though, because of that Delta 8 barracks over there overlooking the swamp. That's not going to come into play for a while, but it's quite important to have it. Okay, this barracks is probably going down. Let's see how southeast is faring. Looks like... Ooh, this attack got broken. Lolian is holding this barracks, they'll be able to repair it, no problem. In the meantime, the south refinery is going down, and NF has completely given up on the lone lane. Looks like this is going to be a pretty quick game unless NF figures this shit out. Oh, look at this glorious lighting, this glorious hole. Okay, NF has middle. There's a chance that it actually comes out in their favor. Look at this delicious barracks in Echo 1. The APC is here to counter it or get countered by 2 quick shots. One. Oh, no, not the second one. Or close, but no cigar. Third shot. That was a great shot. Great shot by Scardy. Full control over the lower lane. Goes for BE. They have swamp as well. NF only has middle, which is, compared to the previous version, definitely much worse allocation. It's prone to change, but for now it's still crap. Let's see, there is a person flanking over here. Right wing is going to mine up the barracks in Delta 4. There's nobody here to contest him. We'll see if we can break it in a bit. Lonely light tanks just trying to fire in the general direction of stuff. Not gonna do much good there. Looks like BE are fortifying the hill. It's going to be a tough location to break now. And 5 minutes have passed. The corner resource node is enabled. Let us see if BE remember that they need to turn around. The earlier tanks for NF didn't actually mean much, as they weren't able to make any crazy plays with them. And right now it seems to be getting a little bit more even, as BE tanks, AFVs are pushing into the middle. We're going to make some sketchy plays over here, but this barracks is pretty hard to break with just 2 AFVs. We're probably just going to wind up getting the repair station, and then they'll have to pull out. It looks like the south is still firmly in control of BE, even though they lost the eastern refinery and they haven't built southeast. So it's not that bad economically. BE are only ahead by 1 refinery, despite controlling the majority of the map. Well, you choose what you want to control. Looks like right wing is still alive, and I think he's finished mining it up. Oh, he's out of ammo. He can't actually break the barracks. This light tank is not going to kill him like that, but hey. Interesting that he has gotten this far, although at this point he should probably go back home. Lone rifleman trying to make his way over to middle. We'll see if he manages to do anything. Just kidding, probably not. Vodkan is still trying to break it. Eventually he will. It's pretty healthy, destroyable. There is somebody in the back of BE main base. It's Bacardi, but making plays out of this position is going to be impressively hard. He's trying to break the radar. If he had been throwing in between the barracks and the radar, that would have been much slicker, particularly given this location. I'm not even sure if even the 3 buildings could be hit if the grenades were perfect. But the barracks and radar would definitely be pickable. The radar is already on fire. Let's see if he gets it. Let's see if he gets it. It would be a very big pick if he managed to. He does. That is great. That is a big advantage for NF, assuming they can actually make use of it. Because right now they're severely behind economically. They have half the income. And that base is completely fine now. But it was a nice pick-off. And it looks like NF has completely given up the lone lane and are only trying to not lose middle. Even that is going poorly. I don't know where the team is. There's supposed to be 17 of them, 16 if we exclude the guy that just joined. But it really feels like they're just not there. In comparison to BE's presence on the map, I mean, just look around. There's a barracks like everywhere. Let's see if the Delta 1 thing, Echo 1 thing went down. Oh, it did. So they actually don't have a spawn point in the lower section of the map, but they have full control over swamp still, which might come to bite NF. Or this play is going to bite NF even harder. There is a single light tank that is trying to shove back 3 infantry. I mean, it's totally doable. Just need to land your shots, which is... that bit can be problematic. Second light tank trying to help. Loliet is still making simple plays with just walls. Look at this chain gun. Can the chain gun make plays? It's really irritating, that wall. Apparently it's too hard to actually hit them. And now this flanking play. Can he get the... Yep, the NG is down. Now the 1 Grand is down and Scardy is 6 HP. Can he get a shot? And Scardy still managed to pick off a light tank. That is quality play, and that is why Scardy is one of the best players. Desperate Mortar trying to break this breakable. Yes, the breakables are very healthy. By design, they're not supposed to just break instantly. All to help diminish the actual usage of middle, and at least until late game. It looks like Southeast is under control of NF though, so that's nice. They actually got back to even on income, and with their middle control, as flimsy as it may be, they are doing fine for now. They would be doing even better if they managed to, you know, send a tank or 2 to south, make sure that is taken care of. So yeah, right now, it's pretty even, 3-3 in terms of resource refineries. Map presence is a little harder to determine, but as long as the barracks in Delta 4 stays up, there we go. Now it's back in BE's favor. All the spawn points are going down and we're going into vehicle wars. And I'm fairly certain that BE are going to have a big advantage in terms of tanks soon enough. Look at those 2 APCs in the east. Let's see where they go. One's heading for middle, one is heading for southeast, and now the middle rest node is enabled. The moment they break this brush, you cannot even see. There's some... particles coming out. I actually should have checked if it's hooked up correctly. Ah, this is a party bus. It's going for the main base. Let's see if it can make that party bus play. In the meantime, this engineer already noticed it and the lighting is turning around. There's some turrets, but they're not built, so what good are they? 3 points. Let's see if the radar goes down. Big drop off. 3 people drop out. 2 grenadiers, 1 engineer. 3 grenadiers, 1 engineer. Just kidding, is trying to make plays. Get 2. Nice, very nice. Important pickoff. The engineers are dead. The barracks is secure. Ooh, nice mine. But the initial APC push has been deflected successfully. Minimal damage has been done. But in all this squabbling that ensued, South and East are still under BE control. So BE has the income advantage. And this APC is poised to make some plays on Southeast. We'll see if they can. There's a revive by Lightning, while the face is getting ready to push up. He's dropping some mines in the narrow passage. Lightning found a mine. Alright. Oh, we can see that there's a barracks coming up in Hotel 6. I don't think it's going to result in anything major. And BE are about to roll out mediums. Despite the radar loss, the delay in research was pretty slight. And the southeast is again completely abandoned. Look at this glorious convoy of tanks. They're trying to push main base. They're not going to actually break the BE main base. So these pushes, they're just cute. They're not actually going to achieve anything. What they should be doing right now is trying to leverage control over the rest of the map. In just 3 minutes, the 2 Swamp Press nodes will open, and they are pretty easy to grab right now. Someone has a question, so I feel obliged to answer. You can break it if you hit it enough. They are trying to focus down the breakables. Much better investment than pushing main base, but an even better investment would be to send those tanks to destroy the outlying refineries. Moving on. Nice APC over in Foxtrot 4. We'll see if it can make any plays over here. Skardik can definitely try. Oh, look at this APC just rolling on up. Looks like some more cover is needed on that approach, but that's okay. For now, there's an APC just rolling past. I am not too worried about these squabbles over here. Look at those mediums ahead of NF despite the research being slowed down by that radar snipe by Bacardi. This APC is pretty scary. It's pretty scary. There's an infantry push heading into NF main base. Now this light tank is focusing down the APC. That's the play. That's the play. This APC needs to go down. But it's shunned, at least for now. And continued pressure over into NF main base. Looks like NB are trying to establish some presence on the hill again. There's a barracks, an armory coming up. They have southeast completely under control. East is dying, sure, whatever. There's still an advantage for NF, for BE, sorry, thanks to controlling northwest, which is about to open up. The 2 resource nodes are about to be grabbable. Nice light tank flip, by the way. And the kill. Oh, that was so dirty, so unfortunate by Vodkan. What can you do? Sometimes it's just meant to happen. Look at this APC at medium and middle. The tech advantage is really playing into BE's favor right now. They are about to just seal the deal on this map. I would be quite surprised if the game went into heavies for both sides. 15 minutes have passed, so now all the resource nodes are in play. Whenever somebody from BE decides that it's a good idea to essentially double the income, double? Well, not quite, but add 50% to it. And go to Bravo 7, they are going to be able to secure their teams a nice resource advantage. Look at this. Mediums are finally coming out for NF. We'll see if they are able to actually do anything. That BAPC is still up. It's being peppered. Finally! Oh my god. But guess what? Now there's mediums coming in. It's not going to be just infantry they have to worry about. That's going to be troublesome. There's just a couple in NF infantry left trying to harass middle. They're not going to be able to do much against this. And BERC are now focusing down this middle area. If they are able to secure this middle area over here, it's a very powerful artillery location. You put an RD tank in there, it can hit either main base or, well, any point of the map really, and shut down any siege that's happening right now. And until then, people are just clearing out the last few vestiges of NF presence in middle. Ha, look at this. The eastern refinery is under NF control. But what's it matter if the other 2 refineries are still BEs? I'll tell you what's it matter. Oh, this refinery is down while it really shouldn't. NF currently has 2 refineries and BE have 4. It's big. We shall see. We shall see. They are trying desperately to break it. They're definitely eventually going to break it, but a singular tank, oh, it's going to take you a while. Oh, look, we almost have 40 players playing. It's kind of nice. NF is trying to make plays, but the Eastern Refinery went down. Now there's NF tanks pushing out towards the northwest. And there is someone being a hero for BE setting up the refineries. Several minutes late, but if you can get those refineries up and keep them up, being late is not that bad. Yeah, Medicine and J, they're making plays here. Very important to keep those refineries secure. A couple turrets are going to go a long way in keeping them safe. NF tanks are desperately trying to assault this stronghold, really. And there's not too much infrastructure for BE here, but it's a very difficult location to crack. At this rate, they are going to break it, and so they have, mostly because BE didn't spawn to counter the pressure. That's about it. Looks like people gave up on trying to break those locations. They will break them eventually. Both breakables are pretty low right now. There is A Engineer trying to make plays. Rhymes is breaking this refinery, very important. He also has to find the MG turrets, because there is one here and one here that probably needs to go. Some commander targeting would really come in clutch over there. This NF push is not as scary as it should be. They are trying to make a play here, but there's just not enough oomph in a single light tank and a HMG rifleman, while everyone else is just not there. The big problem with NF in this game is they are not utilizing anywhere near APCs to actually make any meaningful plays over here. They're very reliant on just tanks rolling out and infantry running to their destinations. Oh look, that light tank actually died and LT is holding on to the armory, so the stronghold is still BE's. Oh look, Swamp claims a victim in this medium tank. Mikleo is trying to make plays. Let's see if Medicine gets him. He has the advantage. Good shots at first. He has the angle. Mikleo is quite wounded. I like how they walled off this tree. They're definitely 30,000. You know what? I'll check, and if this is wrong, I will put a thing in the description thing. But for now, we'll keep watching. Let's see. There's some mediums pushing from the west into the solitary. Poor stranded medium, just picked apart. Just picked apart while the south is still being contested. Yeah, now you can see BE is firmly in the lead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 refineries to NF's just 2. Eventually the vehicle advantage is going to become too much. Oh, even right now there's vehicles camped in the... Oh, Highlander is suiciding his tanks. Probably a bad idea still. Oh, someone needs to tell the guy that he shouldn't be throwing seismics at a tank, but that doesn't work. Say whatever you want about DU, but it's really just a supplementary weapon. You need something else to actually deal the damage. Otherwise you get these situations where the tank just gets fired, and then it's like, okay, I'm going home, and goes home. Okay, the resource situation is starting to look better. Once this refinery goes up, it's going to be 4 to 5. And that jeep that just went to Hotel 6, you can probably see it right here, right? Why is it not destroying the east? Attacking the BE main base is not going to work. Solitary targets are not going to be able to make any plays there. They're still firing en masse, trying to break the middle. thing. They are not using the best damage setup. I tested it with standard cannon, UML, and HEMG. I guess it's quite similar, and there's 3 of them firing. So they're going to break this soon enough. It's a healthy wall. Anyways, the southern third of the map is apparently NF's now, with little to contest it. There's a light tank trying to destroy northwest. Oh dear, this is walled off, and the NJ is trying to... Oh, he made a hole. Let's see if he has ammo upgrade. He does. He can easily break this refinery and just get out. Unless Rhymes can make a play. Rhymes has an advantage in the form of having some turrets and the terrain. However, a target is going to make it... close, but Rhymes wins hands down. This light tank in the northwest is still just tickling away the refinery. Maybe one day it will break. Look at this APC. Liquid is trying to make plays. Those are good plays, but just an APC is not going to cut it. Ooh, that's a sunk tank. Hey man, I could drive there. Just went to far right. But it doesn't matter. The misplays in middle doesn't matter at all. NF main base is gone. It's over. And as I said, it didn't really come down to heavies. It really boiled down to NF not controlling the map at first, and throughout the entire 25 minutes just refusing to get APCs, so they couldn't wrest control. While BE made quite a lot of effort to secure different portions of the map with barracks. And as such, victory comes to the Empire. And they haven't managed to break either breakable. It looks like 30,000 HP is a little much. We'll turn this... that's lesson number 1. It's gonna need to be toned down. Definitely toned down to closer to 20,000. It's gonna be a good reduction. Some more cover over onto those pathways over here, and some visible distinction between where tanks can cross and where is it too deep. And other than that, I will need to ask the teams what they thought.
I get GG.
GG,
Andre's
boys.
hilarious.
Good kid. Yeah, he's hilarious.
I like when he trolls PETA. That's my favorite.
I love that in every episode of his show he has to like destroy his desk. And then one time he goes to like destroy his dad. Oh, Hannibal is fucking hilarious. His stand-up's pretty good.
I would like to hear your guys' opinions. Please message me wherever. I'll be in spec chat next round.
Stop deactivating my freaking refinery points, you useless piece of shit.
I couldn't have put it better.